Welcome everyone to Marketing Tips Tuesday with Practicefuel, the 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to use the internet to grow your practice. My name is Brian Devine, and today we're talking about how to get social media actually producing real returns for your dental or orthodontic practice. And I'm going to just break this down into just the 3 quick, easy steps. And you might have heard me talk about these before because they are really what I want you thinking about. And as long as you keep all of this in the back of your mind when you're thinking about what you should put on social media, then you will have everything that you need, okay? And I don't want you to overcomplicate it. That's why I like to break things down into just 3 simple steps. So number 1, post frequently, right? Post a lot. And if you're like, oh, we're already posting like 2 or 3 times a week, that's not a lot. 2 or 3 times a day, that's a lot. And if you're like, there's no way we're going to post 2 or 3 times a day, great. Post once every day. But really think about posting frequently. The algorithm for Facebook shows that if you're posting 2 to 3 times a day consistently, that more people will see your content, more people will see your posts than if you don't. And even at that ratio, you're still looking at on the high end around 5 to 7% of the people that have liked your page will see your post. So that's why you need to be frequent. It also means that when you go and put something on your social media that is something that you really want to promote later, that you can get some eyeballs on it, you can hopefully get some reactions to it, and then if you turn that post into an ad, meaning you want to pay to get more people to see it, it will already have these reactions, so the ad will get more interaction and it will reduce the cost of the ad. So there's a lot of reasons for posting very, very frequently. If you are like, there's no way I'm going to post once a day, then post as much as you possibly can, and you will probably never even come close to posting too much. 3 in a day, wouldn't do more than that on Facebook. 2 is really good. 1 is kind of like that minimum. And if you're on Instagram, it's actually like 5 to 7. Like if you're doing 2 or 3 a day, you're not even scratching the surface. So we always recommend about 2 a day. Okay. If you are thinking, okay, post a lot. Got it. What should you be post? Well, I want you to be thinking about what people are interested in and not just dental or ortho stuff. And it's because you want people to interact, to engage with your content, with your page, because that will get more people to see the content. And if all you do is post about dental stuff, ortho stuff, then people will tune you out. So you have to make sure that you put some personal stuff in there. Now, what am I talking about? Well, taking pictures of people in the practice. People love to see those interactions. So it is social media, and being social on there is really important. So have those kinds of pictures. And one of the easiest ways to kind of stay HIPAA compliant, because I know I've been talking about this more, is if you have the patient take the picture, or you take the picture with the patient's phone. And that way they're the ones who are posting it, and then you ask them to tag your office, and then you can, because it's been tagged, it will show up. There's some ways to make that really effective, but I always want to make sure that you're thinking about HIPAA compliance, because if you do something and you say anything about their treatment, or you put in like a last name or anything that might be considered a violation, yeah, it's just not worth doing. What other content? Well, number 3 in our 3-step process is make an offer. Not every day, certainly not multiple times a day, but at least once a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Because again, if people are only seeing a small fraction of your post, your content, then they're not going to be seeing like offer. And if you're showing an offer maybe once a week, chances are not very many people are even seeing that offer. So you're not going to overdo it. And I do know that there's sometimes people feel really concerned that, hey, it's social media, and if I'm just doing buy my stuff, here's the offer, that people will be turned off. And you're right. You can do too much. However, a couple times a week, definitely not too much, especially if it's a good offer or if it's a reminder. So if you're like, right now we're at sort of the end of the year. Well, there are people with flex spending, right? They have money in an account that they really should spend because they can lose it. So make sure that you are giving some, hey, if you've got some flex spending, you can use it here. You can use it for this. We've got these great specials. Give people a reason to come in. So when I talk about an offer, I always I want you to give a reason why. And right now, so if you're doing like, hey, we're doing a $20 teeth whitening, come on in, because, right? You give a because so that people know what your reason is. And it could be anything. It really doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be because the holidays are coming and you should have a super bright, confident smile. It can be that simple. I just want you thinking about putting offers into your social media. And if you do those things, you post frequently, you think about the content that people want. And I'm talking about those photos are great, putting in quotes, putting in things that are happening in your area. So event-based stuff that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your practice. People will engage. And remember, it's not that they want to see your practice and hear from you over and over again. It's when they see your practice as like a hub, as a place where they get entertainment, a place where they get information. They will come back. They will see more and more of your content. And that is what you're looking for. That's what happens. Then number 3, make an offer. Any kind of an offer. Sometimes, like again, not multiple times a day, but a couple times a week, you can absolutely do that, and no one is going to be offended, I promise, because most people won't even see it unless you run it as an ad. But again, if you've done steps 1 and 2, then number 3, if you have an offer that you've gotten some traction on, meaning some people have commented and shared and liked, and then you turn it into an ad, well, now your offer ad has people that have already engaged with it, so more people will be likely to engage with it, and Facebook will give you a cheaper ad spend. So it'll be cheaper to run those ads. All right. So I know I got a little bit off track because I want to make this really simple, but it's just those 3. Post frequently, think about things that people are interested in, not just the dental stuff, and then make an offer once in a while. And if you do those 3 things, it will have a huge impact. Now, if you would like to see kind of some ideas, I've got a little something special for you here. Let me see if I can find it. All right, right here. Okay. If you go to practicefuel.rocks/social posting-secrets. That's a little long. I might redo that. I'm just realizing that's a lot, so I'm gonna let it scroll through. If you get a chance, go there, put your basic information in there, and we'll send you some free information on some ideas on kind of why you want to be social posting, why you want to do this on a regular basis. And if you need some help, we're obviously there to help you, but I want to give you as many tools as possible. And obviously, if you follow those 3 steps, take a look at this page. Watch I think we've got a video on there for you and a download so that you can get some ideas. But just want to make sure that you have tools at your disposal so that you can take advantage of social media. And if you are at any point thinking you don't need social media, think again. We are at a stage in life right now where if you're not on social media, you're in trouble because somebody could come in behind you that is brand new and done nothing that you would think is significant in your industry, and they can take a massive amount of the market share because they understand social media. So I want to make sure you understand social media too, so that can never happen to you. All right, that's all I have for today. Hope you found some value in it. I look forward to seeing you next time on Marketing Tips Tuesday with Practicefuel. That's it for me. Bye for now.